Chase Leaki with the blue futon, and out of the movie theater, I decided to go see The Kingsman. It's the third one in the series. Is it worth your time, or is it something that you should just get rid of, kind of like the Golden Circle? So the Kingsman, what is this one about? This is how the Kingsman organization came to be, how Americans got involved, how the Scottish, how just other European countries decided, you know what, we need to not look at the politicians, not look at government organizations, and do our own intelligence agency to try to save the world. So this one is the origin story of how it happened. And my goodness, this is a weird, weird movie. They were always weird movies when you think about it. Kingsman 1, people blowing up into fireworks. Kingsman 2, people put into huge like hamburger grade machines. So they are all very weird. And this one does something weird, but not that weird machinery route. This one's a weird ballet dance with a Russian and a cake and licking a leg. That's all I'm going to say, because that scene itself almost took me out of the whole movie, and that was in the first 45 minutes. So let's go with the positives of the movie. There are some good action sequences and good emotional grabbing of the audience. There's one scene in particular, when it happens, everyone in the theater gasped. And that is a very good sign, very good directing and writing to put that good twist and turn in the movie where you make the whole movie theater go, oh my God, did that just happen? And it was a crazy moment, and it took the breath out of my lungs for that split second. It really did. It was very well put into the movie. But the tones of this movie are just off the wall different. They are everywhere. With that fight scene I was talking about that almost took me out of the movie, it was a very comical fight scene. And then 30 minutes later, you have a realistic World War I battle sequence that just is brutal, with this whole Germans and the Scottish going one-on-one in like middle of no man's land. Is absolutely baffling, and just good fight sequences with that involved. But with how they're filming the fight sequences, some of them are very serious, and some of them are just, goofball style, like, just ridiculousness of it. And it is very odd. That's the best way to put it. This movie is very odd. As a person who liked the first one, I wasn't in love with it like a lot of people are. Rewatching the first one, the church sequence, actually like kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, just how, grotesque it is and everything like that. It's kind of awkward. I mean, it's a good fight sequence and it's shot well, but something about the themes of that one makes me uncomfortable. Also with the themes of the second one about the whole drugs and everything like that, of how I'm pretty sure it's Pedro Pascal, how he is the bad guy, and you're like, but his motivations don't make him a bad guy at all. And then this one, the motivation is 100% there. This motivation is the most grounded and realistic out of the three, but how it's structured is just very off-putting and very weird in my opinion. So The Kingsman, should you see it? If you've seen the first and second Kingsman, absolutely. If you haven't seen these, then there's no reason to see this movie. But I could see why this movie had to do a couple reshoots, just because of the bonkers is not the right word. It's just the odd tone shifts. And you have these weird cameos like Stanley Tucci and Aaron Taylor Johnson. I'm pretty sure I said his name right, but you're just like, is that him? Oh my God, it is him. Is that him? Oh my gosh, that is him. But the twists and turns, you kind of see it coming, except for one. And that, like I said, is the one that grasped the audience, went, oh, that just really happened. But The Kingsman, overall, I was a little disappointed with what I've witnessed on screen, but I still think if you've seen the first two, you should see the third one. So The Kingsman will receive a 2.5 out of 5 with Futons. It goes at 50%. So see the critics' news scores gave this one. Critics a 42% with 137 of them, and the audience score, I'm surprised, 79% with over 1,000. Here's critic consensus. Ralph Fiennes, I always say his name wrong. Solid central performance in The Kingsman is done dirty by this tonally confused prequel's descent into action thriller tantrum. Yeah, I'll agree with the tonal shifts. It's just really off the wall crazy, and you're just like, what are we actually doing? What is the goal of, what's the message you're trying to get across? And it's kind of hard to see what the message is as how the movies is filmed and written. I really think it's more of the writing than the filming. Because like I said, it's filmed great, just like all of them, just like Kick-Ass, the same director. It's great. It's the writing of how you're doing the fight sequences so different from each other. It does take you out. So anyway, the 42, the 50, or the 79, Chase you like with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Blue Futonian. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. If you hear a little tick, 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 tick around the floor, it's my dog, Mickey. I think he might be a little bit scared of the fireworks going on outside. It's okay. Are you a Kingsman? Will you be a King's doggy? Will you? Will you? He's trying to jump up. Oh, there he is!